I hear there's a show in town. It's called, I guess it's called Cars and Colors. Hi, I'm Dennis Gage, and welcome to My Classic Car. Well, this week we're in Telluride, Colorado for Cars and Colors. Cool show in an even cooler place. Man, it's beautiful here, and what a pretty time of year. The aspens are turning, fresh snow on the mountains this morning. Oh, and lots of cars. I mean, this is 3 days of cars and gorgeous settings. So let's get around and check out the festivities. Ray, how you doing, man?
Hey, Dennis, welcome to Telluride.
Oh man, this place is spectacular.
You know,
right?
I've been telling you, I've seen you around the country at several different places, and there is no venue on the planet like Telluride, Colorado.
Well, yeah, I gotta tell you, I mean, it's just breathtaking. And you know, this time of year, this is Cars and Colors.
Yes, right.
But the colors are spectacular. So this is your what? Your third year?
Third year, yeah.
And it's a multi-day extravaganza.
It is, you know, it's a showcase of my community, Dennis. I love this place. I'm passionate about Telluride.
You kind of start out downtown, and downtown Telluride is just this beautiful, historic, it's so photogenic.
It's iconic. Again, there's no place like Telluride. You know, we're a National Historic Landmark District. We're 9 blocks by 6 blocks in size. It's the home of Tom Cruise, you know, Oprah Winfrey, Jerry Seinfeld.
You got the first hydro plant here, right?
We do. Nikola Tesla, you know, developed hydroelectricity. And that plant is here in Telluride. And so when you stand on our Main Street, as you look down Main Street, you can see this waterfall at the end of the canyon and look at the little house that's up on top, and that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Well, see, and you got cars coming from all over. You do a driving tour, and I mean, it's just, like I say, there's just a lot that happens here. So again, Ray, I mean, spectacular place, great cars, some really nice motorcycles too. There's a Ducati I want to show you. Let's go, man.
Let's go look at it.
All right. Sometimes it's chilly here, but I'm prepared. Well, Mark, I've been admiring this car for 2 days. And it is just a spectacular build. You know, 57 Vette, but wow, you've just done everything imaginable to this. This is a gorgeous car. You started with an original 57. I mean, this is an original body, right? Mm-hmm. Custom frame, tube frame?
Custom frame.
You didn't change the wheelbase or anything?
Not the length, just the rear end width. We widened the rear end by 2 inches.
I tell you, one of the things that caught my eye right off the bat, and I just love it, is the brushed aluminum cove on the side. I mean, I've never seen that done, and I just think it's outstanding. The downside, of course, is it's fragile and she shows everything, but boy, does it look good. Yeah. And this color in the light, this is just a magnificent blue. What is this color?
It's actually a 2006 Laguna Blue Corvette color.
And your interior, though, again, I just love every part of this build.
Part of the interior package was we wanted to have it modern. We wanted a tri-color.
Now, are you using the original frames?
No, we originally did, and then I had to start over because I was too tall. My trunk's too tall, got me up.
Well, you get up over the windshield, and that's not fun.
So we had to retool.
I like how you set up the gauging and kind of kept the body color going in there. Dash is beautiful, the stitching is beautiful. The stance is great, and you know, everything is like perfectly chromed. I just love the build. But I'm telling you, you had the hood open a while ago, and this engine just blew me away. Let's go look at that.
Let's look at that.
Yeah, that's what caught my eye. That's really pretty spectacular. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, twin turbo? No, those are just your intakes, right?
Those are the intake. And that was our quest. When you open the hood, we want some questions to be asked. That's one of them. Where are your wiring? Where's your brakes?
Yeah, right. So where's your wiring and where's your brakes?
Everything's concealed right up under this dash.
So this whole firewall, that's all been reworked,
That
right?
has been, yes.
Man, and then you got a big chunk of polished stainless up here, or polished aluminum.
Yeah, he did that primarily on the Corvettes because to see this, you're from behind the car a lot.
Yeah, adds a little weight to the hood.
It adds a little weight. So the shock absorbers up front
They earn their keep.
Continues to be a work in progress.
So, like, this has got to be, wherever you take this, this has got to be a showstopper.
The color and the combination get your eye, whether you're a Corvette guy or not.
57 Vette, C6 running gear, brushed aluminum cove. Wow. Thanks for bringing it out.
Thank you.
Well, Dan, this is really, I love MGAs. You
Okay.
know, very cool car.
Sure.
Saw you rolling in. I was like, what color is that? I've never seen, this isn't the factory color.
Well, actually, believe it or not, it is. Alamo beige was a factory color from 1959 until 1962.
But this is 57.
This is a 57.
So it's a factory color, but not really.
I kind of cheated a little bit.
And that's fine with me.
I kind of cheated a little bit.
So have you like redone the whole thing? Was it in pretty good shape when you got it?
No, this was frame up. It was basically landfill when I got it. And I stripped it down to the absolute frame, had the frame sandblasted, and worked my way up. If the bolt isn't new, it's been wire wheeled, brand new clean.
Wow, wow.
Every last bolt.
Wow, I mean, she's really nice. Have you done the chrome too?
The bumpers are new.
Uh-huh.
The windshield and the front grille, I had re-chromed by an outfit in Tucson.
The interior has also obviously been redone. It wasn't originally padded or leather, was it?
Well, on the earlier models, the dashboard was painted body color. On the later models, they actually covered it with this vinyl covering here.
Okay.
I just like the look of the vinyl covering.
I do
mean,
too.
this is
and it's your car.
well, it is.
You get
I
to
get
do
to make
that.
those decisions. How cool is that?
This is a cool
Okay,
radio.
well, that's kind of a fun story. That is a 1959 Radio Mobile AM tube radio.
Wow. So you have to warm it up.
Yeah, you have to warm it up. Yes, you do. And it works.
You know, absolute beautiful body style. I've always loved these. But you know, I heard you coming in. I see the pipes coming out the side. You got the roll bar. I saw a 5-speed in there.
Right.
That's not the engine that came with it. Let's see what you put up there. Oh yeah. Okay.
I could have had a V8.
And you did. Yeah.
Sure enough, I did.
This is a Ford engine.
Yes, it is. It's a Ford Crate 302.
Man, that had to be a tight squeeze.
Well, it was, but what's kind of neat about it was I bought a plastic version of this, a long block,
sure.
15 pounds. You can bolt stuff to it. You can bolt the
In,
headers
out,
to it.
in, out.
In, out, in, out. So you can figure out how to do it. We got a little lucky. It fit.
That's
it fit
awesome.
dynamite.
So the important part, is it fun?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The best word I can think of is responsive.
Yeah.
When you put your foot in it, just instant. And when you step on the brakes, it's instant. I mean, it's got modern four-wheel disc brakes.
So it's a little rocket ship.
It's a little pocket rocket.
So 1957 MGA with a 302 crate engine in it and a 5-speed. Oh, it's a beautiful car in Alamo beige.
An Alamo, well done. You're a quick study.
Hey,
well done.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you.
Well, Jim, a 1973 Gremlin X. Probably the prettiest Gremlin here.
I think it is the only Gremlin here.
Therefore, by definition. No, this is really cool. I mean, these things, everybody, if you're of a certain age, of a certain era, everybody's got a connection to a Gremlin.
My wife learned how to drive in a Gremlin. I don't know how many people at car shows will come up to you and say, oh, my cousin had one, my friend had one.
Yeah. The American car companies were really faltering in that era. And it was like, well, consumers want smaller cars.
Yes.
Chop, we got the Gremlin. Not exactly what we were talking about, but it's close. But this is really the high-end Gremlin. This is the X.
This is the X package. It has the stripes, the sports steering wheel, the rally wheels, the lettered tires on it. It is totally documented. It is totally numbers matching.
What color is this?
This is called Trans Am Red.
Because then this was one of the more normal colors because they came in some crazy,
They had some wild ones,
colors,
yes.
I really like the roof rack. Was that part of the X package or?
No, this was an option, as is the wing back here.
Wow. This interior, which looks brand new.
This is all NOS material that we went
Oh,
through
no
and
kidding.
did. Yep.
There's actually really cool seats in this
They
thing.
are.
And how about the engine turning around the instruments?
Everything in here is all original, factory original, including the fact it has no radio.
Oh, really? How about that? Another iconic part of this was the big back window. Did this come with the Space Saver spare?
Space Saver spare.
And is that it there? I mean, it looks like a hat box.
There's your spare tire.
So what was the deal on that? It came with a can of
There's a bottle underneath that you just screw it on here and pop the top and it blows it out and you bolt it on.
And it's a 4.2 liter. That's pretty
4.2
fancy.
liter. This is the 4.2, and believe it or not, you could get a 304 V8 in these cars.
Yes, you could. That's right.
You could.
Well, let's go look at your 4.2 liter engine.
Okay. And there's a monster.
Wow. It's a 258.
258 6-cylinder. And I'll tell you how well American Motors built this. The cylinders have absolutely no ridge on them. The bearings look brand new. I mean, this thing looks like it has no miles, and it has 48,000 miles on it.
Wow, it's amazing.
This thing will run forever.
Well,
It's
they
awesome.
were tough little engines.
Yeah,
You got to
it's
give them
tough.
that. There was nothing that ever looked quite like a Gremlin.
No, a Gremlin is a car in itself, and I think it's very iconic, totally the era.
Okay, 73 AMC Gremlin X.
X.
In
It's an
Trans
X.
Am Red.
Trans Am Red.
Thanks for bringing it out.
Thanks, Dennis.
Well, Morris, this is an eye-catching little car, man. You know, and we're inside today in the hangar, a little bit inclement outside, but you look marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. This is a what? It's a Jewel. I've never even heard of this.
Yes, they were made by the Forest River Motor Car Company in Massillon, Ohio.
This is an 07?
07.
I mean, it is a really interesting little car, and I mean little. How did you come to find this car?
My wife knew that I was looking for a one-cylinder car, and we found it on a picture in Chickasha, Oklahoma.
This is an interesting car in a lot of ways. You've got this Cyclops headlight.
Which was an add-on.
Or was it later, or was it like an aftermarket?
I think it was an aftermarket during the day.
And these would be
Kerosene.
They're kerosene. I think it's an interesting setup because you got this, you know, these leaves here. But this is this part? Is this the
That's
frame?
actually part of the frame.
That's interesting. I saw this little throw switch. What is that?
That's your ignition switch.
Oh, so it's on
and off.
and off. It's a single cylinder,
9 horse, 2 cycle.
2-cycle engine.
2 cycle.
Wow. Does it have a transmission or is it 1 speed?
It has 2 speeds, but it's air planetary, where there's no oil around it like in a Model T.
Oh, really?
It's just 2 hubs that a band grabs when you pull it back for low.
Right.
And then when you push it forward, it releases your band, and that gives you your forward speed.
So does it have a reverse?
Yes. You pull it back to this neutral position, and you push that pedal on the floor, and that's your reverse, which is another band that is grabbed when you push that down.
That looks like a radiator under
It
there.
is
So
a
it's
radiator.
2-cycle water-cooled engine?
Yes, sir.
I love the colors and everything. I mean, you know, things a Jewel that should have colors like this. Did they come this way?
Not that I know of.
They were any color you wanted as long as it was black?
Correct.
So, chain drive.
Chain drive.
And a big honking chain.
A number 85 chain.
I mean, is that really necessary for this 9-horse or?
I don't know if it was necessary, but that's what was
That's
on
what
it.
And the engine's here, or?
Yes, engine's
Open
in
it
there.
up.
It's a 4.5-inch bore and a 4-inch stroke.
That's your water pump over there, a little
Water
impeller
pump on the
style?
left.
Is that the
and
mag over here?
That's your mag over here, and this is your water reservoir.
That's quite a flywheel on there too.
Yes, it is. I think the flywheel weighs 85 pounds.
And that's a primer cup, right?
That is a primer cup.
Wow. And being a 2-cycle, does it smoke much?
Yes, it smokes a lot.
Smoking more.
It
but
looks like you
enjoying
need a
less.
real bad valve job.
So, 1907 Jewel.
Yes, sir.
What a gem.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Morris.
Thank you.
Well, Kurt, this may be one of the prettiest cars here, but you definitely have the prettiest spot.
Isn't it beautiful?
This is something else, man.
Absolutely.
This is gorgeous. 29 Buick, is that right?
That's right.
What's the model of
This
this?
is a Model 44, the Roadster, and it was the entry-level Buick in 29. And they marketed it as a 4-passenger car
Because of the rumble, right?
because of the rumble seat.
Oh.
Yes.
I mean, this is a pretty fancy car for the entry level.
Yes. The options were that you could have dual side mounts,
Love the dual side
or
mounts.
one, or you could have 2 tires mounted, or one mounted on the rear of the car.
These fog lights up here?
Yes.
Okay.
Aftermarket
man.
option.
And these are so big, but they put out
Yes.
almost no light, do they?
Right, that's right, that's
like a
right.
couple matches up there.
That's right.
So would this have been an original color?
They had a blue, but the blue would have been a little darker and more muted.
I see.
Okay.
How about the light interior? Would that have been?
Well, the car came originally with black, but if it's judged by points, I get a couple off. for the
Yeah,
upholstery.
but you know, I'll give you those points back and then some because it looks great. So you still had Spark Advance and everything.
Yes.
You still had all the old controls on this
Yes.
in 29. And those are the original gauges, or?
Yes, those are original gauges. Some of them got reworked during the restoration.
Original
Yes.
wheel.
That's the original wheel. There's like 16 pieces to this. They got all glued up with clamps and everything. And this was the final product, but it's gorgeous. I
It
love
is
it.
stunning, and then you must have some sort of like marine varnish on it.
Yes.
So it's just incredible. But I love the lines of this car, and again, like I said, the dual side mounts are great. And then, you know, where the term trunk came from.
Yes.
Because these were just
Absolutely.
trunks.
It's like a steamer trunk, and
Yeah.
this folds down, and there's 3 matching suitcases
Oh, no kidding.
inside, and that's the way they traveled.
Wow, what a beautiful car. So I'd love to see the engine. Can we go up and look
Yeah,
at it?
absolutely.
All right.
This is the water pump and generator side of it. I had the generator rebuilt to give me a little more amperage, and I got electronic regulator on it.
But you're still running 6 volts, right?
I'm still running 6 volts.
This is a 6 though. This was before the
Straight 6.
straight 8?
That's right. This was
wow.
the engine before the straight 8 Fireball.
How does she run?
Runs great.
Yeah?
I need to do a little adjustment on the valves because I can hear one talking to me.
Clickety-clickety-clickety.
Yeah. And so we'll get to that one.
29
So,
Buick, what model?
44.
44. Kurt, thanks for bringing it out. What a gem.
Dennis, thank you for your time.
Oh man, Cars and Colors is a beautiful show, and you sure can't beat the settings. Worth the trip. Check it out.